when a solution containing 4.77 grams of NaCl is added to solution of 5.77 grams of AgNO3, the weight of precipitate AgCl is 4.86 grams. The volume of oxygen at STP required to completely burn 30 ml of acetylene at STP is 75 ml. 89.6 is the volume in liters of oxygen atoms at STP required for complete combustion of 32 grams of CH4. A mixture of gases contains H2 and O2 gases in the ratio of 1:4. W by W 4:1 is the molar ratio of the two gases in the mixture. If the Avogadro number Na is changed from 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 mole inverse 1 to 6.022 into 10 to the power of 20 mole inverse 1, this would change the mass of 1 mole of carbon. 20.0 grams of maximum carbonate sample decomposes on heating to give carbon dioxide and 8.0 gm magnesium oxide. Then 84% purity of magnesium carbonate in the sample. Atomic weight of Mg is equal to 24. When 50 ml of 16.9% W by V solution of AgNO3 is mixed with 50 ml of 58% W by V NaCl solution, then the mass of precipitate formed is Ag 10.8%, N is equal to 14, O is equal to 16, Na is equal to 23, L is equal to 35.5 is 7 grams. The number of water molecules is maximum in 18 moles of water. The number of atoms in 0.1 mole of triatomic gas is Na is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 mole inverse 1 is 1.806 into 10 power 23. 10 grams of hydrogen and 64 grams of oxygen were filled in a steel vessel and exploded. The amount of water produced in this reaction will be 4 mole. 0.029 moles of leads chloride will be formed from a reaction between 6.5 grams of PbO and 3.2 grams of HCl. Concentrated aqueous sulfuric acid is 98% H2SO4 by mass and has a density of 1.80 ml inverse 1. Volume of acid required to make 1 liter of 0.1 m H2SO4 solution is 5.55 ml. 18.4 m is the molarity of H2SO4 solution that bears a density 1.84 G by Cc at 35 degree and contains 98% H2SO4 by weight. A mixture of methane and ethane in the molar ratio of X is to Y has a mean molar mass of 20. What would be the mean molar mass if the gases are mixed in the molar ratio of Y is to X is 24. 22.5 contains the greatest number of nitrogen atoms. Calculate number of electrons present in 9.5 grams of PO4 power 3 is S5Na. The total number of neutrons present in 54 ml H2O liquid or 24 Na. The volume of a drop of water is 0.0018 ml. Then the number of water molecules present in 2 drops of water at room temperature is 12.046 into 10 to the power of 19. C2, CS2, CO2, SO2 of the combinations illustrates the law of reciprocal proportions. Carbon and oxygen combine to form two oxides, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, in which the ratio of the weight of carbon and oxygen is respectively 12:16 and 12:32. Their figures illustrate the law of multiple proportions. The formula of an acid is HXO2. The mass of 0.0242 moles of the acid is 1.657 grams. The atomic weight of X is 35.5. A 6.85 of a sample of the hydrates SR OH twice X H2O is dried in an over to give 3.13 of an hydrous 5 or OH twice. The value of X is atomic weight S 5 R is equal to 87.60, O is equal to 16, and HCl is equal to 1.0 is 8. The sulfate of metal M contains 0.87% of M. This sulfate is isomorphous with ZnSO4 7H2O. The atomic weight of M is 24.3. 100 ml of H2SO4 solution having molarity of 1 m and density 1.5 g per mole is mixed with 400 ml of water. The molarity of the H2SO4 solution will be final density is 1.25 grams per mole is 0.237 m. What volume of HCl solution of density 1.2 grams per centimeter cube and containing 36.5% by weight HCl must be allowed to react with zinc Zn in order to liberate 4.0 gm of hydrogen is 333.33 ml. The molar mass of diacidic organic Lewis Basser B. If 12 grams of chloroplanate salt BH2PT C16 on ignition products produced 5 grams residue of PT will be 58. Equivalent weight of H3PO2 when it disproportionate in pH3 and H3PO3 is 3 by 4 m. What volume of O2G measured at 1 atom and 273 K will be formed by the action of 100 ml of 0.5 N KMnO4 on hydrogen peroxide in an acid solution? The skeleton equation for the reaction is KMnO4 plus H2SO4 plus H2O2 gives K2SO4 plus MnSO4 plus O2 plus H2O is 0.56 liters. The weight of mixture containing HCl and H2SO4 is 0.1 grams on treatment with an excess of an AgNO3 solution reacted with this acid mixture gives 0.1435 grams of AgCl. Weight percent of the H2SO4 is mixture is 63.5. A solution of NO2. A solution of NO2 S2O3 is standardized iodometrically against 0.167 grams of Kb or O2. This process requires 50 ml of the Na2S2O3 solution. The normality of the Na2S2O3 is 0.12 N. The NH3 evolved due to complete conversion of N from 1.12 gram sample of protein was absorbed in 45 ml of 0.4 NHNO3. The excess acid required 20 ml of 0.1 NaOH. The percentage N in the sample is 20. Suppose the element X and Y combine to form two compounds XY2 and X3Y2 if 0.1 moles of XY2 weighs 10 grams and 0.05 moles of X3Y2 weighs 9 grams. The atomic weight of X and Y respectively will be 40-30. The parameters which is temperature depends is molarity. A mixture of 2.3 grams formic acid and 4.5 grams oxalic acid is treated with CONCH2SO4. The evolved gaseous mixture is passed through KOH Pelton. Weight is in grams of the remaining product at STP will be 2.8. The number of water molecules are maximum in 18 ml of water. 0.0177 of the mole fraction of the solute in a 1.00 m aqueous solution. A mixture of gas contains H2 and O2 gases in the ratio of 1:4 W by W. The molar ratio of the two gases in the mixture will be 4:1. 6.02 into 10 to the power of 20 molecules of area are present in 100 ml of its solution. The concentration of the solution is 0.01 m. The volume occupied by one water molecule density 1 grams per centimeter minus 3 is 3.0 into 10 to the power of minus 23 centimeter cube. The volume of oxygen gas O2 needed to completely burnt 1 liter of propane gas C3H8, both O2 and propane measured at 0 degree Celsius and 1 atom will be 5 L. The mole of lead 11 chloride that will be formed from a reaction between 6.5 grams of PbO and 3.2 grams of HCl or 0.029 concentrated aqueous sulfuric acid is 98% H2SO4 by mass and has a density of 1.80 gml inverse 1. The volume of acid required to make 1 liter of 0.1 H2SO4 solution is 5.55 ml. The number of molecules of hydrogen molecules required to produce 20 moles of ammonia through Haber's process is 30 mole. 6 by Na is the number of moles of zero atoms in 126 AIMU of HNO3. Captain an anti-cancer drug as the molecular formula PTNH3 2Cl2. What is the mass in grams of one molecule? Atomic weight of weight. Pt is equal to 195, H is equal to 1.0, N is equal to 14, Cl is equal to 35.5, is 4.98 into 10 to the power of minus 22. The conversion of oxygen to ozone occurs to the extent of 15% only. The mass of a ozone that can be prepared from 67.2 L oxygen at 1 atom and 273 K will be 14.4 gm. A silver coin weighing 11.34 grams was dissolved in nitric acid. When sodium chloride was added to solution, all the silver present as AgNO3 was precipitate as a silver chloride. The weight of the precipitated silver chloride was 14.35 grams. Calculate the percentage of silver in the coin is 95.2%. The following 1 to 4 in the order in increasing masses: 0.5 gram or atom of oxygen, 5.6 liters of CO2 at STP, 3.011 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of O2, 0.5 moles of O3. It is known that atom contains protons, neutrons and electrons. If the mass of neutrons is assumed to half of its original value, whereas that of a proton is assumed to be twice of its original value, then the atomic mass of 6 to 14 C will be 14.28% more. Nitric acid can be produced NH3 in the 3 steps process. 4 NH3 gas plus 5 O2 gas gives 4 NO gas plus 6 H2. 2 NO gas plus O2 gas gives 2 NO2 gas. 3 NO2 gas plus H2O liquid gives 2 HNO3. AQ plus percent yield first, second, third or respectively 50%, 60% and 80%. Then what volume of NH3 gas at 1 atom and 0 degree Celsius required to produce 1575 grams of HNO3 is 3500 L.